Hi, I'm Brandy of the Prepping Princess, and this is my tour of my little backyard garden here. I have a little greenhouse over there, and these are my beds that my husband and sons lovingly put together for me. Um, let's see. Let's go a little closer. This is my fence that we put up all the way around my cute little garden to keep the beasties out. I don't know if you can see them over there underneath the porch or not. They're in the shade. That's Freckles and Rex. And the fence, it didn't work. So we're going to do what they do and just step right on over. This is my radish and my lettuce bed. I don't know if you can see. We'll try to get down as close as I can. The little footprints down in there from the dogs just stepping on over the fence and walking right across like they own the place. These are radishes that have been double sowed with carrots. Carrots germinate slowly, and by the time the radishes are about ready to come up, the carrots are starting to peek their little heads. So we'll have a harvest of radishes, and then right behind them later in the summer we'll have some carrots. Over in these two lanes, I don't know if you can see, they're awfully tiny. I've got some lettuce coming up, and it's just a little variety mix that I sprinkle down into these. I'll harvest them as baby greens, and they'll be tasty. This back right there, that was my winter experiment garden that went horribly awry. When we first moved here, I was under the impression that it stayed warm and that I could grow vegetables all winter long. And you can, just not summer vegetables. So, yeah, well, it didn't freeze, just a couple days, and the tomato plants seem to have made it through. I'm actually getting some tomatoes. I don't know if you can see. If I can get in closer. I'm using my camera. I've never used it like this before. Okay, right there. Do you see that? That's a lovely little tomato, and it's going to go in my tomato when it's all nice and red. Anyway, so this is my fun little winter experiment garden. I pulled the onions out. I don't know. They didn't work out for me, so I have to figure out what I did wrong and correct that. In these buckets, these are potatoes. I have 3 of the orange buckets and that little white one back there that have potatoes in it. Since I'm limited on the space as I rent, I have to make do. A pretty little lavender, not really. I mean, you can eat it, I guess. I won't. I just have it because it's pretty. Let's see, this pot here and that one there, those I put some asparagus crowns in. I've never grown asparagus, and well, we'll see. It'll be fun. Over here, I just repotted most of these. I started all of these from seeds. These are right here, blue butternut squash, and then the small ones are butternut squash, and this big one right there, that's a zucchini actually. And these are little tomatoes that suffered the greenhouse fiasco of 2013, which I'll talk about later. But I repotted them. The only thing I had to put them in were these little clay pots for the time being. And they're just not doing very well. I do have a couple others that seem to be doing better than these are. And I may only get 2. I got them. I don't know how they'll do. I've never grown them before. But my name is Brandy, and they're a brandy wine variety. So you see where I went with that. Here's a couple more zucchini starts that are doing really good. These are little cucumbers, straight 8s, that I started first. And these were back in February. And you can just see how poorly they're doing. The soil, I used a bag soil. And everything that I started in that bag soil just are very weak. That's a lot of those little brandywine tomato problems too. Oh, right here is my pretty little rosemary. I start my perennials, I put my perennials in pots because they'll keep coming back year after year. And as I rent, I don't want to put them in the ground and then leave them. So that's their temporary home while I'm in my temporary home. This over here, I've got these cucumbers I started 3 weeks after the cucumbers you just saw back over there from the bag soil. This one I made my own soil. Let's see, these are the straight eights, the same variety back there. And then these are pickling. I used to have more, but again, we'll talk about the greenhouse fiasco of 2013. Over here, I've got some eggplant and some jalapeno peppers. And let's see. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, this is the greenhouse. This is my cheapo greenhouse. Let me come over here so we can see it in its full glory. Well, you won't see it in the full glory, but there we go. That's it. That's a little more than 5 feet by a little more than 5 feet. I don't know, with some off little thing. I got it at Big Lots for like 70 bucks. Anyway, we didn't have it staked down. And while the day we were out building these lovely boxes, it was pretty windy. And I had all my little starts in there, my little seedlings just going and going. And a big gust of wind knocked the whole thing over. So all this little seedlings you see right back there, oh, those and those ones back over there, and those, they used to have about 4 times as many little friends. But I lost them all when it dumped over. These are our survivors. These are where we go from here. All of them are heirloom quality. All of them come, I'll be able to save seeds, which is another skill I'm hoping to teach myself this year. So I'll be able to just keep on continuing my love of veggies. And next year, we'll do something a little better with the greenhouse situation. Haha. All right, so that's it. There's my little Rexy. Can you see him? He's one of the evil culprits in which you see the footprints through my garden beds. We have to figure that out. But anyway, thanks for looking. It'll be fun. Come back. Thanks. Bye.